Presented by Vyasa Media Network.
You've held various roles throughout your career. Mm-hmm. You said you've had to travel quite a bit, very demanding jobs. Mm-hmm. How have you throughout, maintained a proper, work-life balance or prioritize your personal life, right? Whether it's with your husband or your kids, mm-hmm. as well as all the work and travel. Like, is there anything that you've done that's worked for you that could work for maybe other working women?
Yes.
Because at one point you had 3 jobs. You're just telling me there was the CWGL, UN Special Working Committee, as well as, you got elected by your peers.
The coordination committee as well.
Committee,
yeah, there was one moment
when... so that's a lot of work.
As well
as, in US, I wouldn't imagine the help and support system is not like Nepal. Right. And with the husband, with family, with kids, with everything, there is so much going on. It's a lot on your plate. How did you go, or, how do you still go about it, and how do you maintain a work-life balance?
Yeah. It was a lot. I feel like one part of me just looks back at all of it and says, oh my God, okay, I survived this. Never again. I think in terms of, so now I'm actually I'm in a very interesting situation right now because I'm actually making a transition back to the region. Mm-hmm. Made this choice. My husband and I have decided we want to come back. Some of the reasons are personal and then also professional because of this opportunity to work with the ICJ. Travel has always been such a big part of my life. I think for me, personally, it's been such an integral part of my job. Like, I cannot imagine how I could have done all the things that I've done without traveling, without getting the exposure to the things that I have seen, without engaging with people, really working in different contexts, being taken to different contexts, etc. So in one sense, I didn't really have a choice. In terms of the consequences of that, the impact of all of that, it really is my immediate family. I mean, my husband and my kids, I think, who in a way have paid the price.
Let me rephrase
for all of my traveling.
Is there such a thing as work-life balance?
It's...
Because you might enjoy what you're doing. You might enjoy your work and everything.
It's like walking on a tightrope. It's just a constant challenge, I would say. Work-life balance, I don't know if that phrase is even the right phrase. Because I don't know how you can really
do it all.
Create a perfect balance between the two. I think in many ways, work and life, they sort of get merged together. And your work becomes part of your personal life. Your personal life also becomes part of your work. You end up carrying both, and at different moments, one may manifest more than the other. But it does take a toll. It's not easy to do because with travel, with extensive travel, there's also the physical toll, but then there's that satisfaction of being exposed to so many things and learning. That element of also that recognizing that you can't do the work that you do without traveling. But then I guess as a working mother, yes, there are always moments when you feel like, have I neglected my children by being away? I think that's really the biggest challenge. And wondering if that has a long-term impact of any kind, and always trying to figure out how do you mitigate that. Right? So it means you have to adopt additional strategies and try to think of ways to sort of recognize that and make sure that they sort of understand what you're doing. So it's tough. I don't know if there's a balance. It's just, you just do these things.
Presented by Vyasa Media Network.